What would you say is the problem that you're trying to solve?
Wealth management has been very complex to a lot of people. So I and my co-founder wanted to make investing very efficient, very easy for institutions and for the masses.
Nice. I love that. Can I get a photo of you right here? Nice. I get a little further back. How would you describe what you're building and how is it different from the other solutions that are out there?
Building is it's a very interesting tool that is very streamlined. It's online. It has all our investment expertise. And it's not built by technologists, but by real fund managers who have been in the battleground. So I think with our algorithm and with all this big data, computing power, we have a very special tool to help people to create their investment portfolios in a few easy steps.
Nice. I love that. And how would you say that's different from what's out there right now?
It's very different because it is not built by just tech people. It's really built by an investment manager. And we have poured our hearts and experiences over 30 years into this and make it very easy.
Nice. I love that. Can I get some photos of you right here?
Yes, sure.
Great. I get a little bit further back. What would you say to someone who's trying to get into the world of finance and just feels overwhelmed to even begin?
Yes, that's a great question for a lot of younger women. They are really afraid of not just talking about money, but worry about finance can be too difficult. But in fact, there are many role models from women that can show the way. And I have been doing this to help younger women to get familiar with finance for over 20 years. So it is very doable, and I highly encourage young women to join this industry.
Nice. I love that. Yeah, it's really important to get women in there as well. Let me get some photos of you just right over here. Why do you think there aren't very many women in finance?
Women like to get into doctor or lawyer, and they think finance may be too complex, and maybe they're not as perhaps ethical as lawyers or other professions. But in fact, it's not true because finance has many facets. Someone has to lead the way and show them how interesting and how it makes a huge difference, not just to anyone, but especially to women who in the future will inherit billions and billions of wealth. And so it is very important for women to get to understand wealth management and start early.
Nice. I love that. Can I get some photos of you right here? Do you mind sitting down?
Yes.
Why would you say that financial literacy matters? And what advice would you give to young people trying to get into the world of investing?
Again, the financial education is not being enforced at school. So a lot of people feel quite lost about their money, what to do with it, and they end up putting it in the banks, which doesn't give you any interest. So I think it is very important for women to just do it and start to try investing with some money and then see how it grows. And then have some understanding of the economy and maybe some favorite stocks and start following them. And they will see their portfolio grow over a long time.
Yeah, I love that. Just getting started is important.
Yes, very important.
Let me get some photos of you right over here. How would you say that technology is making finance more sophisticated and customizable?
Yeah, indeed. Technology is wonderful. It processes data, information so quickly that you don't need to worry about calculating anything. Our system would really enable anyone to use a few clicks and already, based on their needs and risk profile, create their own investment portfolio. And they can be diversified globally, not just limited to one region.
Nice. I love that. Let me get some photos right over here. What would you say are some ways that the industry that you're in is kind of broken and could see some improvement?
My industry is very interesting. They like to make it very easy for the people that are doing the job. So that means they put people in certain very rigid risk buckets. So that is quite easy to manage your money by putting them in these buckets. But in fact, it should be much more customizable according to the investors' real goals and needs. And our platform is exactly trying to do this, make it very personalized and make it very easy to create any investment portfolios.
Nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Being more customizable makes a big difference for managing your money. Let me get some photos just right over here. What advice would you give to yourself before you started your entrepreneurial journey?
I would tell myself that it is a long journey, so be patient and have a lot of faith that we are building something great for a lot of people to use. And this is what will keep all the entrepreneurs going, is your mission. It's the purpose, is the impact on the people that you're going to serve.
Nice. I love that. Yeah. Patience is important for sure,
Yeah.
especially for entrepreneurs. Let me get some photos right over here. What would you say is your deeper why?
The deeper why is to really create a platform to enable true finance for the global masses. It's really as simple as that. We provide the tools and you can drive the car. We provide the data, the fuel, the engine. You decide where you want to go.
Nice. I love that. Let me get some photos. No, that's great. That's great. It's great. Let me get some photos right here.